He says, look, your haters, number one, they are literally designed. I put them in your life to drive you to your destiny. Says number two, he said, I want you to know, men, this is why you can't keep a good man down. Not only are your haters designed to drive you here, he said, but number two, look, heaven has been directing you. Heaven has been directing you through your dilemma. You can write it down if you want. Listen, heaven has been directing you through your dilemma. I need some Bible readers to help me run along through here. Listen, the Bible says that everywhere Joseph went, he went, listen, to the pit. Then he got sold into slavery, went to Potiphar's house. Then he went from Potiphar's house to the prison. Then he went from the prison all the way to the palace. You know what's consistent about that statement? Not only did Joseph consistent, but listen, he says, the Bible says, if you read it, go home when you get a chance, it says, everywhere Joseph went, he excelled. Man, I'm about to preach it. Listen, everywhere he went, he excelled. And I want to talk to somebody in here who say, preacher, you don't know my situation. You don't know what job I'm on. You don't know my financial situation. I want to tell you, no matter what state you're in, you can excel. I dare you to tell somebody you can make it. I dare you to tell your neighbor you can make it. You can make it no matter what state you're in. Why did Joseph make it, preacher? The Bible says, and the Lord was with him. Man, you got to go home. Listen, that's why you can make it through your drama. That's why you can make it through your disappointment. That's why you can make it through your dilemma. Not because your friends are with you. Not because your parents are with you. Not because your family members are with you. But you can make it because the Lord is with you. He said, look, number 5. He said, now therefore don't be grieved. Don't be angry with yourselves. Look at the text, y'all. It's going to shout. He said, you sold me hither. You see that? You sold me, he says, for God, listen, sent me. Church folk don't know when to shout. Listen, he said, listen, you sold me, but God sent me. Listen, he said, you forgot about me. You thought I was dead, but God kept me alive. Church folk don't know when to shout. Look, he said, you wrote me off. You forgot about me, but the Lord wrote me in. Listen here, whatever hell you're going through right now, you need to know that heaven is somewhere in the plane. I know it didn't feel like it when he was in the pit. I know it didn't feel like when he was a slave. I know it didn't feel like when he was in prison. But the Bible says everywhere he went, the Lord was with him. In other words, God was directing him even through his dilemma. And I get so sick and tired of church folk who don't want to go through nothing. I'm so tired of Christians who claim to be saved and born again, but you don't want to go through nothing. The Bible says Joseph went through some stuff. But the good news is, look, God was directing him through his dilemma. Sometimes, listen, you got to change your prayer sometimes. You got to stop saying, Lord, get me out of this and get me out of that and get me out of this. What you need to start saying is, Lord, I'm going through it and I just need you to walk with me. Help me in here, somebody. All for you to say, walk with me, Lord. While I'm traveling, I wish I had a witness up in here. Listen, through this tedious journey, I want Jesus to walk with me. That ought to be your prayer, Lord. Don't take me out of this. Don't take me out of that, Lord. But please, Lord, walk with me through it. Get so sick of Christians who won't get out of everything. You won't get out of everything. How you going to learn the lesson if you don't take the test? Wish I had a witness up in here. How you going to get better if you ain't never got to cry sometime? Sometimes God ain't going to move that mountain. Sometimes he's going to let you climb it. Wish I had a witness up in here. Listen, you can't really get no muscles until you learn how to climb going through. Yes, I'm sick right now. Yes, I got pain in my body. Yes, I ain't got no job right now. But the good news is he's walking with me. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow, I will fear no evil, because